Hey, welcome to the Refined BS Podcast. I'm your host, Dustin Weaver. So, on today's episode, we're going to talk about working out and how many times I think you should work out a week or at least get exercise every single week. And I'll go into some of the studies behind it, what my schedule personally looks like. I mean, this podcast is 100% around me and you continually getting better and upping our game, trying to find the small advantages so we can always beat out the competition. So let's go. Okay, welcome to the show. All right, so this episode's about working out. I personally go to the gym 7 days a week. I try to get some form of exercise in, whether it's lifting weights, whether it's a plyo, 30-minute plyo, whether it's a 45-minute bike ride, whether it's a 5-mile run, whatever it may be, every single day. And the reason I do that is because I went a really long time in my life, starting at probably, let's go back to high school. Let's say 18 years old. You were taught, hey, you got to have recovery days, right? So you go to the gym maybe 3, 4, 5 days a week, maybe, right? But then you need those recovery days. And a lot of people, they put those recovery days on the weekends. They wanted to take the entire weekend off. So, in my mind, that was always good. But I could never get over the hump. I always hit a plateau. I stayed in pretty good shape, but I could never get maybe the body fat percentage I wanted. I could never get the distance on mileage as a runner that I wanted. There were things that I just weren't accomplishing. And I think it's because I focused so much on my rest days, wanting the time off, really being human, wanting to reward myself for something, that I took the time off. I stayed at the plateau, and I didn't pass those pointers where I probably should have. But about 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago now, I started working out every single day of the week. So there are off days where I don't get the run in or I don't get the gym session in, whether I'm traveling. I may just do push-ups or something in the room, if I'm in a hotel room, something just short, right? 15 minutes, maybe it's air squats, maybe it's something like that. But every day I'm trying to get something in because that's my goal every single day. And what that's helped me do is it's helped my mind say, you know what? And we always hear this cliche, there's no days off. But really, if you build yourself that at least 45 minutes, and my suggestion is at least 45 minutes, that you are going to put in a little bit of suffering. And I know that if you've watched one of my first episodes, I talk about David Goggins and the things that he's done in his career. There's a lot of inspiration that I take from the things that he's accomplished and the life that he's lived and the things personally that he's gone through. And that's what I've applied here, is that there are no days off. The rest and recovery, and this is something I also stole from him, which is active recovery. I love that because it feels great to go in on a Sunday after I know I put the work in all week. And I'm talking about, 50, 60 hours at the office, running the company. I'm talking about making it to the T-ball games, making it to the soccer games for the kids. I'm talking about spending time with your wife or your significant other. And I'm talking about my gym time. Every day I got it in. Going in on Sunday and having a nice, easy routine where maybe I just get 20 or 30 minutes of cardio. Maybe I'm on the weights 30 minutes, and then I'm done for the day. It's just 1 hour, and it helps my mind prepare for the next day because we are constantly trying to harden our mindsets, right? Continue to earn discipline. We have to earn that discipline through little tasks that we do. So I was listening to Andy Friselli's Real AF podcast about 2 weeks ago. And it dawned on me that one of his episodes, he talks about how there are so many people that take off Saturdays and Sundays. And he wasn't just talking about working out, although that was one of the things he was talking about. But he was saying they just really take off from their entire life, right? They don't focus on getting better. They don't focus on self-improvement. They don't focus on going to the gym or getting fit. They don't focus on their business. Nothing. They have total rest and recovery for those 48 hours. But he put it in perspective for me that if we do that and we take those 2 days off every single week throughout the entire year, then you have lost 3.5 months of the year to just your rest and recovery, to just screw off for 3.5 months of the entire year. That sounds terrible. That's actually terrifying to me, to think that for a time in my life that I was taking a full quarter and more, right, of the year, and I was doing absolutely zero to make myself better. Which, when I make myself better, I'm making my wife better, I'm making my kids better, I'm making my family better, I'm making my business better. I'm serving the Lord more, right, if I continually become a better person. So it really terrifies me that I went so long taking 3.5 months of the year off. So 5 or 6 years ago, I changed that, but it was Andy Friselli's podcast that really put it in perspective for me. And I want to share that with all of you, because I don't think your intention is, hey, I'm going to take the first 3 months of the entire year off. I'm not going to do anything productive. I'm not going to save any more money. I'm not going to get any healthier than I am today, right? I'm not going to build a deeper relationship with the Lord or Jesus Christ. I'm not going to improve my relationship with my kids or my family. That is one incredible way to look at it. So that's why I go back to, we put the work in. And when it comes to working on the weekends, what I'm talking about is developing your strategy of how you become the best person you can become. You know, I do think that getting up early and hitting the gym on the weekends is an excellent idea, because it accomplishes that one thing, right? And then you build the confidence to continue building and building. But 1 hour on the laptop or 45 minutes journaling about what you're going to do the next week, what you want to accomplish long term, looking back at the previous week of what you've just accomplished, or maybe it's the previous month or quarter, and reflecting on that, how to continually get better, right? So those are a few things that I want to mention. But that is my best argument for taking 0 days off, getting something in every single day. You will be better for it. Your family will be better for it. Your relationship with Christ will be better for it. And if we want to talk, the kind of the geopolitics that are going on in the world today, the entire world will be better for it. So let's go. Let's keep hustling. Let's keep grinding. This is the Refined BS podcast. Have a great weekend.